My God, it's poison. Oh, it's poison. Hello. Inspirational A here. So check out my last video I did, as that was the NXT review. If you're more into NXT, or that's to get you in a kind of like idea of how this video will go, because this is going to be a Summerslam review video. So I'm going to dive straight in because there's a lot of matches to cover. Quickly run over pre-show. I don't do pre-show, but I'll just quickly go over it and say it does that surprise me if they want or not. Andre Cien, Amos and Selena Vega for Rusev and Lana. Andre Cien and Selena won. Don't surprise me. Cedric and Sandra for Drew Gulak. Cedric won, retained the belt. Don't surprise me. And the Raw Tag Team Champions beat the Revival. Doesn't surprise me, the B team. So, on to the first proper match of the night. Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler with Drew McIntyre in Dolph's corner and Dean Ambrose in Seth's corner. Very good match to start the show. I am going to be honest and say I thought Seth was going to win. Not because he's one of my favourites. But as you know, he had Dean in his corner. There's only one reason why he's going to bring Dean back. Not one reason, because Dean's an amazing superstar. They would have brought him back anyway. But the only reason they put him in Seth's corner is so Seth can win the belt back. Because, you know, Dolph's made it perfectly clear he doesn't want to stay with the company for ages. You know, I think he's got like a 4-year contract and then he's done with the company. You know, Drew obviously is going to be the future out of them too. So it was obvious the belt was going to change just for those factors. Dean was in Seth's corner and Dolph's made it clear he don't want to stay with WWE for ages. But apart from that, very good and forwards-backwards match. Not too much interference from the outside, but when they did, it made sense, you know. And the ending was pretty good as well, you know. There's some nice little pinfalls here and there, very backwards and forwards. Again, Seth pulling out some amazing moves too with Dolph. Dolph hit a DDT on the ring apron. Seth hit a reverse power slam, then got straight back up and hit a reverse DDT. It was nuts. So was the apron DDT by Dolph. So a very good match. Highlighted both of them, which is good because they're both amazing talents. It's just Dolph don't get the credit he deserves nowadays, I don't think. And then the ending made sense with Dean obviously taking out Drew, and then Seth hitting the super kick, even though Dolph was going for it, and then hitting the curse on. So nice little ending to a very good opening match. Yeah, just leave it at that. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match versus New Day versus Bludgeon Brothers. Bludgeon Brothers won by DQ. Amazing. No, not amazing. What am I saying? Very good match again. Which, I'm going to be honest, this pay-per-view surprised me because I'm used to WWE, not NXT side of WWE, like the Raw and SmackDown brand and pay-per-views, doing rubbish. But they actually done really good this time, to be fair. Apart from a few matches. SmackDown Tag Team Championship, New Day for Bludgeon Brothers. Very good match. Match backwards and forwards. You know, Bludgeon Brothers showing their power. Big E showing his power. I think Big E had a nice little spot on the outside where he done a belly-to-belly suplex on both of them on the outside. You know, and I think there's a point where Xavier Woods went across, got top turnbuckle, and from top turnbuckle, hit an elbow to the outside. Bludgeon Brothers, you know, do what they do best and use the power game. And the ending kind of did make sense because you've got to think what's the next pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell. So how do they continue this rivalry? Because I think New Day will be champions again. You know, I think that's pretty obvious. They'll be champions again at some point. But how do you continue the rivalry? Let Bludgeon Brothers hit them with their mallets and chairs and whatnot and basically get DQ. Which I thought was a decent, not the best ending we could have, because they could have let New Day win or Bludgeon Brothers win and then New Day have another shot, or New Day's win and then Bludgeon Brothers just take them out, like destroy them, and that's why it leads to a match at Hell in a Cell. But other than that, apart from that little ending, which still kind of made sense, and it still was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. It was a nice little fun Battles of Wars tag team match. Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens with the Money in the Bank briefcase on the line. Kevin Owens gets obliterated. Literally, you watch the match, he gets obliterated. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be controversial now. I think Braun Strowman's a really good wrestler. I actually really like him as a wrestler. Controversial. But also, I think Kevin Owens is a really good wrestler. I understand you want to push Braun and make him look like this unstoppable monster, which they did in this match. But, you know, you could let Kevin Owens have a little bit of defense. Because you basically made Kevin Owens look like nothing. Of course, Kevin Owens got going for him now, nothing. Unless he finds his way into a title picture, which I doubt it. They've kind of dropped the ball, Kevin Owens, which is a shame because he is an amazing wrestler. You know, I get the pushing Braun and making him strong, but you could let Kevin Owens have a little bit of defense. Come on, WWE. But apart from that, it's obvious Braun was going to win because they're not going to let Braun win the Money in the briefcase and then be, like, beaten. But they could have gave Kevin Owens a fighting chance, basically what I'm trying to say. SmackDown Women's Championship Triple Threat match. Charlotte Flair versus Carmella versus Becky Lynch. Straight away, as soon as Charlotte Flair got put in this match, it was obvious she was going to win. Because she is the female version of Roman Reigns, as in WWE want to shove her down our throats. And she gets the belts no matter what. She's now tied with Trish Stratus as the most woman for winning the most belts. Don't get me wrong now, I do like Trish. That's the difference for Roman Reigns. I don't like Roman Reigns. Charlotte Flair, I do like. I think she's an amazing wrestler. You know, she hit a nice little moonsault corkscrew on the outside. Carmella even surprised me and went for a dive. Carmella surprised me a lot in this match. Carmella showed in this match she can put on a match and she has got a lot of determination and durability. Which surprised me because they have never really made that clear about Carmella. But you watch this match and you think, crikey, she's got durability. She took some hits. She kind of was handling both Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair at one point, you know. But obvious, once Charlotte Flair was put in the match, she was going to win. Ending was pretty good, nice little ending, you know. Becky had the arm submission she does. I don't know the disarmer, I think it's called. I don't know what it's called. And Charlotte Flair hit an actual selection on her so-called best friend. So, yeah. Good little ending to the match. And it was very backwards and forwards. Everyone had their moment to shine, you know. Charlotte hit that corkscrew moonsault, like I said. Carmella took a dive. Becky Lynch was kind of dominating and took them both out at some point. So it was Carmella, so Charlotte Flair. Overall, for a women's match, and especially SmackDown, it was good. Carmella especially surprised me with her durability and her wrestling skills. She shows she has got quite a good wrestling set of skills. And then Becky Lynch turned on the end and attacked Charlotte Flair, which again makes perfect sense, which the crowd went nuts for. Which I kind of like Becky Lynch still. I think it suits her. If it gets her the belt, fair play, because she deserves to be champion again, and she hasn't had it for a while. And then you got to look at it storyline-wise. Her best friend stole the pin and pinned her, and yeah. So that would make her go a bit mad. So good match, good ending, and a nice little heel turn chucked in there. Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles wins by DQ. Very good match. Wasn't expecting anything less. Samoa Joe is an absolute beast. So is AJ Styles. Very good battles and forwards match. You know, both hitting their moves. Both of them hitting their moves. You know, Samoa Joe hit the rear naked choke. AJ got out of it. AJ hit the Styles Clash. Samoa Joe kicked out of it. I think Samoa Joe at one point was even going for his muscle buster, which he's hardly ever done in WWE. I think he done it once on Tyson in a dark match, and they wouldn't let him do it again because Tyson got injured from it. So it's kind of one of these grey moves. But, saying that, like I said, it's battles and forwards, wouldn't expect nothing less from these two. Made both of them amazing talents. I wanted AJ to win because AJ's the man. He's my favourite wrestler. And then it goes Finn and Seth, and then Johnny Gargano's now 4th. And Daniel Bryan's 5th. Top 5. But I wanted AJ to win. And how they set up, they're obviously going to have another match for Hell in a Cell. Because, you know, Samoa Joe was kind of ripping into AJ, calling that his wife, saying to his wife, "I'll be your new daddy." Which, any man would go ballistic at that. If that was actually AJ's wife, I don't know. I've not seen pictures of him in real life, but WWE can put stage actors in there, stage people, but it looked like his wife and his daughter. So he kind of lost it at the end of the match and just grabbed a chair and just went to town on Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe just kind of walked out more like, "I'm going to get you. I'm going to destroy you. Put on the submission machine." That kind of vibe. So it's a good setup to the next match. So I reckon it was a good ending to this match. But overall, it was a very good match anyway. The Miz versus Daniel Bryan. The Miz wins. Now, logic plays a key part in this. Do I think The Miz won on purpose? Yes, because I think secretly Daniel Bryan signed another contract. Now, there's rumours flying all over the place that he's going to be leaving, going to Ring of Honor. He hasn't signed a new contract. But then why would they let The Miz beat him? They might have done it just because he's on his way out, but I do think this is meant to be like a long-term rivalry, where Daniel Bryan's maybe going to put his career on the line or do something radical, and he'll get the big win out of the war. Because you even got like Brie Bella saying, you have this just one fight, but we'll win the war. Which makes me think Daniel Bryan has re-signed. And that's why it's going to be like a little series for them two now. Overall, amazing match. A really good match from both of them. I don't like Miz as a character, but he does back it up in the ring. He can wrestle. Controversial again, I know. But I think he can actually wrestle, to be fair. I don't like his character, but again, he backs his character up. He's like Shayna Baszler. He knows his character. He knows how to get onto people's skin. He knows what to do with his character. Very balanced for his match. Very good. Kind of a tail of the tapes because Daniel Bryan is known for doing all the kicks and the drop kick, and you've got Daniel Bryan who kind of was like doing that after. So it's kind of like, who could do the strongest. There's even a point in the match where like Daniel Bryan was getting kicked by Miz, and he was just like, yeah, like that, like bring it, like come on, keep kicking me, you ain't got nothing on me, kind of thing. But it made sense because Daniel Bryan is the person known for doing kicks and drop kicks and making them look so goddamn good. So overall, a really good match, which like I said surprised me. But I don't think this is the end of the rivalry. Finn Balor emerged as the Demon and defeats Constable, Baron Corbin. A nothing match really. It was just basically same as Braun Strowman, the Demon, because he came out as the Demon. Don't get me wrong, Finn is one of my favourites, like I've said. He obliterated Baron Corbin, which, doesn't make sense, because Baron Corbin can wrestle. I reckon they should have gave Baron Corbin a little, fight and a little chance. But yeah, it was one of those things. Not a lot I can say on that, apart from, do I care Finn won? No. I know he's one of my favourites, but where is this going to go? Nowhere, because Finn and Constable and Baron Corbin are both being stuck in a nonsense feud that means nothing and is getting them nowhere. So where does this leave them? I don't know. Don't really care. Hopefully it leaves Finn to the gold and Baron Corbin in the middle section, like fighting for the United or something. I don't know. It's like a pointless match, basically. United States Championship match. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. Shinsuke Nakamura won. Am I surprised Shinsuke Nakamura won? No, because again, it's a bit like just trying to think. It's a bit like the B team. You're not going to put a belt on someone for them to lose it a couple of days later unless you have no faith in that person. I think the company has faith in Jeff Hardy. That's why they split him from Matt Hardy. Plus Matt Hardy is apparently wanting to retire. But overall, very good battles and force match. Shinsuke Nakamura got his offense in there. Jeff got his offense in there. There was even a bit of mocking in there. Like Jeff was mocking Shinsuke Nakamura doing his "come on" thing. He does. And Shinsuke Nakamura was kind of like taking the piss out of Jeff Hardy because Jeff Hardy started doing the delete thing. So there's a nice little bit of piss take out of those two, which made the match more interesting. But apart from that, it's a very battles for his match. Did Shinsuke Nakamura win by luck? Pretty much, because Jeff Hardy, fair play to himself, went for a swanton bomb on the apron, well, Shitstone Nakamura is on the apron, and then Shitstone Nakamura, sorry I'm butchering his name, moved, and Jeff hit the turn apron. Shitstone took him in, rolling the ring, and hit the Kinshasa. But like I said, it doesn't surprise me one. But it's a nice little way one. Then Randy kind of came out and teased that he was going to attack Jeff, and he didn't. But overall, amazing match. Apart from that, there weren't really any other high spots in the match apart from that for them two taking a mick out of each other in this one-on-one. Next two matches. Ronda Rousey versus Let's Bliss. Ronda Rousey becomes champion. Now, don't get me wrong, controversial again. I like Ronda. She is a decent wrestler. Decent. Natty's trained her well. But my biggest thing is with this is, right, Alexa Bliss, she can put on amazing matches. She can put on okayest matches. And I know Ronda Rousey's like this big main attraction. She's from the MMA World UFC, and she's this big attraction for WWE. They want to get the money behind her and get all the promotion and get everything they can to make her be the biggest star that they think she can be. She's going to be like the next Rock level star. But Alexa Bliss has done her dues, you know. Alexa Bliss can wrestle. And you made Alexa Bliss look like nothing, which I don't agree with at all. I get Ronda Rousey was going to win the belt, because that was obvious. I mean, that completely obvious from ages ago. But don't bury a 6-time, 5-time, whatever she is, women's champ who's put her heart and soul into business and can wrestle. I don't think it's the right thing to do, personally. I think, yeah, Ronda Rousey could have won the belt, that's fine. But they could have let Alexa Bliss have some offense, not make her look like an absolute rookie, which is what they made her look like. I know Ronda Rousey made it like as bad as whatever on the planet, but you don't need to make one of your main female superstars who have been a part of the women's revolution as good as what is look like nothing. No need for it, WWE. And I'm not going to lie, I think Ronda Rousey's still a bit reckless in the ring. You watch like how she flips people over, it looks like she's going to rip their arms out. Probably by accident, but still. She looks like she's going to just yank their arm out how she flips them over. So apart from that, you know, nothing else to say. It just basically was Ronda Rousey obliterating Alexa Bliss, which I don't agree with. Alexa Bliss should have had some sort of offense. On to the main event, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Again, it's obvious Roman Reigns is going to win because he hadn't won the belt before, but what I mean by again is, unless Brock was staying, which I don't think he is, or he's made some sort of new contract to stay like another month or so, because he attacked Braun, because basically Braun came out with the briefcase being in a match, said, I ain't going to attack you from behind, I want you to know that I'm a man, I'm going to attack you from, I will have a fight with whoever wins the match and face you one-on-one, face-to-face. So with that, Braun was on the ring side, and Brock came out and attacked him, like F5'd him, and like hit him with the briefcase, you know, kind of called him a beep, beep, yeah, I think, or something like that, and took him out. And then, yeah, that was it, really. That was the match. The rest of the match was pretty much Roman Reigns hitting the Superman spear twice, and a Superman punch twice, spear twice, third time went for it, he got put into a guillotine, and then he just got out of it, and then put into another one, got out of it, and then Brock attacked Braun, and then Roman just speared Brock as he came back in and won the belt. But I'm glad he did in a way, because hopefully this bloody rubbish of getting him rammed down our necks and this saga with Brock and Roman's going to be over now. Because hopefully Brock will go back to UFC. Don't get me wrong, I think Brock's a really good wrestler. He can put on matches and backs it up. But when you've seen it like the last 5-6 pay-per-views in a row, it's just, my God, it's like, give me something else. Give me something new. It's just boring, you know. Alright, I know that means we're going to get Roman Reigns down our throats even more now because he's won the championship, but you know, at least we ain't going to see the same against the same person all the freaking time. So that's a blessing. Thank you, WWE. You listen, not. So yeah. Overall, decent SummerSlam. You know, some matches were just pointless and squash matches for I don't know what reason. And yeah, that's all I can say. A decent showing. Better than the last couple of pay-per-views, let's put it that way. But nothing near the standard of NXT. So that's been the SummerSlam review. I know it's been a 20-minute video. I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to give you lots of information and make it as good as I can. If you do watch the video, all of the video, thank you. If you don't, it's understandable. It's been my review of SummerSlam. I will see you Friday when I do for the start of the vlogs for KSI for Slogan Ball. I've been Inspirational. Make sure you follow me on all my social media accounts at Musical.ly/TikTok and Cornwall, Snapchat, and 126fun. So, Instagram and Cornwall. And I don't have Facebook. Well, I don't have Facebook, but I don't bother that. And Twitter and Cornwall. So just follow me on my social medias if you want. Check out the previous video I did on XT review. Check out the weekend stuff, which will be KSI for Slogan Ball. I've been Inspirational. This has been a SummerSlam review. I'll see you later.